What's up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 22 of New This Week. We have a lot to talk about this week, so we're just going to hop on into this. Now, I am going to start with Trip at Night. I'm going to give a very brief, basically just description or my thoughts of this album, because I did do a full video review on this album that's like 6 or 7 minutes long. So if you guys want to see the full review of this album specifically, make sure to check that out on this channel. But as for my overall thoughts, I thought this was an okay Trippie project. Not my favorite, but not the worst either. I think there's some really good highlight standout tracks on here, like Molly Hart's Finish Line, and after re-listening to the album a couple more times, Supernatural has become a big favorite of mine from this album. But overall, I think it's a good project. Not Trippie's best, not his worst. I wouldn't rank it really too high on my list. I would still consider the original Life's a Trip better, but as for current or modern Trippie, I would say it's a pretty good cohesive project. Alright, now moving into the other drops we have Young Thug TikTok. Now this is the lead single, or one of the singles at least, to his upcoming album Punk, which I also made a video on this. I'm very excited for this album. This is probably one of my most hype and anticipated releases of the year. I think that this was a good kickoff single. I listened to the performance where Thug performed this song, so I've already heard the song before, but this is a really good song in my opinion. I've been listening to it quite a lot this past week. I'm a big fan of Thug, if you guys don't know that already. I would consider this a W for what's in store for us with Punk. I enjoy a lot of the bars in the song and the flow switches, and I'm just really excited for his next album. Now moving on to something that I did not even know was dropping at all. Basically everything we have left I didn't even know was dropping. So we have Don't Go, which is a Skrillex track featuring Justin Bieber and Don Toliver. Now I do have a few things I actually do want to say about this track. To start with, I think that the production from Skrillex was really good. I think it was handled and managed very well. I think he did a way better job on this than he did with something like the new version of Man of the Year, which you guys probably know I'm not a fan of. But this reminds me of some stuff he kind of did on the Selection song on Virgo World, which I was a fan of. Him and Scheme both, like, I guess co-produced or produced that track together, and I think that that song came out very well, and I think the production on this song is really good. I also enjoy how Justin and Don kind of trade bars near the end of Don's verse. The only thing I would really say that isn't that good about this song is just how short Don's verse actually is. And then there was a few bars from Justin that I wasn't a fan of, or at least just didn't really hit for me. But regardless, this isn't a bad song, and if you guys want to check it out, I would recommend giving it at least a listen. Moving on to Gunna released a song 9 times out of 10. Now, I don't really have anything good to say about this song, so I'm not going to say a lot. This song just really does not sound like a good Gunna song to me. Gunna usually hops on there and just does his thing. I don't really look for too much from a Gunna song. I look for something that I can just listen to in the background, or sometimes he has some songs that really stand out and I will listen to more frequently, but this is neither of those in my opinion. This song just doesn't really do anything for me at all. I'm not probably going to go back to listening to this song at all. Just kind of an L in my opinion for Gunna. Now moving on to Lil Wayne and Rich the Kid. If you guys have been watching this series, if you've seen like every episode of this series, I don't know why I keep talking about Rich the Kid, because he always seems to creep his way into this series, and I'm not a big fan of him really. I just look on Rap or whatever for what released, and he's always on here. I don't know what Rich the Kid has been doing lately, but he has been dropping a lot. He released a few projects that I reviewed before I took the break on this series, and I think he's already dropped something that I talked about on a new episode. He's always in here dropping music. Now this song itself isn't that good. I don't think it's terrible, but I think it could have been a lot better. I'm a huge fan of Wayne. I'm sure you guys know that by now, especially after my KSI and Wayne review, but this song just doesn't do anything for me really. And also I couldn't find it on Apple Music. I don't know what happened. I had to find it on YouTube to listen to it, and the quality wasn't that good, so that definitely didn't help it a lot. But I don't know if the song didn't actually get cleared or what's going on, because I don't know if it's supposed to be Wayne's song or Rich the Kid's song. I'm assuming Rich, because I don't know why Wayne would do a song with Rich the Kid unless they're actually friends. I'm not sure. But moving on to Unlock It, which was the feature with Playboi Carti, and I think you say her name Abra or Abra. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. Now this is a weird song. I think it's a weird mixture of like just a slow melodic type song, and then you have like a 2021 Carti verse on there. I don't think Carti's verse is bad though. Obviously this isn't something I'm gonna go back and listen to, but for the purpose of this series I did give it a listen, and I think it's actually a really good Carti verse. Based off of everything he's been releasing lately, this probably stands out as one of his top tier ones in my opinion. And if you guys don't know, I was a fan of Whole Lotta Red. I did enjoy that project. I honestly think that he could have made a whole song off of this type of verse, but regardless, it was a decent song. I probably won't go back to listen to it, but it was a pretty good listen. And then lastly, we have Pocket Rocket. Now, something I do want to say about this song is that this artwork is insane. This is probably one of the best artworks, especially single artworks, I've seen almost this entire year. Now, actually getting into the track itself, I'm just not a huge fan of this baby voice type rage music. You guys know this. I'm not hating on the new guys or the new sound, or at least I'm not trying to. I just haven't really been able to get into it yet. I've definitely gotten more and more into it by re-listening to a whole lot of Redd and Trippie Redd, and I'm just trying to kind of fit into that lane and just enjoy this type of music more. But for me personally, I'm just not a huge fan of it. Now, there is some songs that I really think are good in this type of style. I think Mr. Rage is really good. I think Finish Line is really good. And I even think the Ian song that's on the On to Better Things project, Like Me with Dro Kenji, that's this rage type sound, I think that's good as well. I really do have certain songs that I enjoy. It's just overall, I'm not a huge fan of this new style. But that's all for this episode, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. So if you are new here, make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.